Hello, everyone. It's the beginning of a new season. Give me a moment. Alright, so, it's the new season. We got some new items, which is fun. And I'd like to, check them out. So, let's do that. Oh, I guess before we go into practice mode for anything, first thing to do is, oh, you can play at a PC long to get events. That's fun. Patch notes, this is what I was looking for. Okay. The items, that's what I'm looking for specifically. Out of all of the things here on this page, what I really want to find are the items. Ah, here they are. New items. Okay, so I'm going to make a little notepad and just kind of look at all of the items and then decide if any of them are worth testing on any of my champions. I think that's the way to go about this. I think it's a strategic way to think about this. I wonder if I can put the notepad up. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Well, let's see if I can do that. Notepad. Just trying to figure out where to put this on the screen. I guess right there is fine. Yeah, that'll do for now. Is it the best I could do? Nah, but it will work for now? Yeah. I guess, you know, that's good enough then. AP Fighters. So it's a Sheen, Blasting Wand, Kindle Gem, Dagger. Oh, wait, also before I forget, but double tier AP Cog is, because I gotta test out what that looks like mathematically. Dusker Dawn doesn't seem as useful on any of my champions, actually. I don't have any AP fighter champs. Like, literally none of my champions are AP fighter champions. Fiend Hunter Bolt. Gain 30 ability ultimate haste. After ulting, your next 3 basic attacks gain 50% attack damage, critically strike for 75% of your normal crit damage. Eight seconds is quite a bit, but also none of my champions are marksmen or anything that resemble marksmen, so I don't think this is useful. And so we skip that too. Endless Hunger. When a champion that you damage them in 3 seconds dies, gain 15% Omnivamp for 8 seconds. This also seems totally useless for all of my champions again. Wait, hold on. Wait. 10% bonus AD ability haste? How much ability haste is that? If you have 100 ability haste, that's 10, right? I mean, you have 10 AD. I'm gonna look into how much haste that gives, because that's interesting. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's good enough, but I think it's worth looking at. A new luxury item that can close out games by giving in large amounts of damage to epic monsters and turrets, as long as they're building lots of lethality. This one gives 15 ability haste, 22 lethality. Ooh. Dealing ability damage to a champion or epic monster deals an additional bit of true damage. Hold on. Hey, this is pretty good. Hey, I like this. Hold on. I like this on Jinx. Worth testing out, okay. How much haste does it give? 15 haste, 22 lethality? Interesting. Actualizer. Mana made real for 8 seconds. Your mana is empowered. Your spells cost 100% more mana and you gain 15% increased. Plus a little bit more on top of that. Ability damage, healing, and shielding. Ability basic cooldowns progress 30% faster. Let me see what that looks like on Orianna. I don't actually think this is good on Orianna. I think it has too much extraneous ability power and it's too expensive for Orianna to make use of. I also don't think this is good on AP Kog'maw. Like, instead of building Actualizer and ulting a little bit more, you could also just build like an Archangel or something and then just ult more. Plus, it's not like the limitation on AP Kog has ever been like how fast you can throw your ults out. Hex Optics C44. When a champion that you damage him in 3 seconds dies, gain 100 additional attack rate for 6 seconds. But this is Marksman. Marksman are getting a lot of items. Bagpipes. Slowing or immobilizing an enemy champion grants fanfare for 4 to 8 seconds. All my champions are ranged, so let's say 4 seconds. 20 movement speed. While you have fanfare, nearby allies, including yourself, gain attack speed. I'm gonna look at how much range this has. That being said, slowing people on Orianna is not always a guarantee. It's really dependent on the enemies. I'm not gonna say no right now, but I'm not sure it's worth it on Orianna. I don't have high hopes. Let's see the range and then we'll think about it more. Taking damage that would reduce your health below 30% causes you to gain 200 max health for 5 seconds, and then heal over the duration. That's a lot of healing. I'm gonna see what that looks like on Karthus. Protoplasm Harness. Whispering Circlet. Gain heal. Landing abilities grants 4 max mana, transfers at a diadem of songs. And what's this do? While you or an ally you've healed are in combat in the last 3 seconds, heal the lowest nearby champion. Okay, this one's also worth looking into. Let's test it. The range is really what's going to determine if this is worthwhile. And what do you have to do? Any ally you healed or shielded is in combat. Okay. But if it's in the range of the shield, it could be worth it. If it's not in that range, I think that might not be it. Hextech Gunblade is back. We're not useful on any of my champions. Stormrage is back. Not useful on any of my champions. Unending Despair, became just a full armor item. Okay, interesting. Aegis of the Legion is gone. Huh. Cool. Rise of Focus is still like, it's good on the people it was good on before. Echoes of Helia. Is this any good on Orianna now? 30% pre-mitigation damage to other champion. Alright, this is the one Orianna can't use because they just don't hurt people. Yeah, I remember testing it and it just wouldn't work. Umbral Wave. Is this any good on Jinx still, then? Let's see. More haste, more lethality, more damage. Oh, this does improve your ult. That's funny. If you're unseen by an enemy and then you shoot with your ultimate, technically it's going to add true damage to your ult. So I think this is even better. That's funny. That's funny. Redemption. Nope, health on it. Interesting. But I don't think I change it. The reason I didn't get Redemption is not because it's a bad item. I'm just really bad at it. I think if someone can make use of it, it might be worth it. That person is not me. Zeke's Convergence. 15 ultimate ability straight up. No, just a straight buff onto it. Huh, that's fun. But not too useful for mine. Muramana has more mana on it? Interesting. Goodbye, Vigilant Wardstone. I actually like Vigilant Wardstone, but I understand the removal for it. Okay, let's test out some of this stuff, yeah. First one we'll test is the easiest one. Let's test out that protoplasm thing on Karthus real quick, see what that looks like. West selection lock? Oh, I see. Okay, let's say you're playing Karthus, you get like one of these and blah blah blah.
Minions have spawned.
And you just sit on tier still. Because everything else is still the same. Oh, this is an Unending Despair is an armor item now. Trailblazer, that was the name of it. It was called Trailblazer, not Pioneer or anything. Dynamic camera. Oh, I see. I have to move these around a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And what's the name of it? Protoplasm, I think? Something? Protoplasm Harness. So it's 600 HP off the bat. No armor, no magic resist, just 600 HP. But... Oh, maybe I'm, let's say, Candy Kruger, so it's a little bit more. 250% health over duration. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna take some damage. $648 heal. So that turns out just like a 1000 HP item, basically. So that's like 150 HP per second, essentially. I think the struggle is that it's competing against Unending Despair. Right? Unending Despair is pretty good. That's pretty hard to compete against. Yeah, like Unending Despair already got me 300. Already got me 500 HP, and it actually has armor attached to it also. So it's not even reliant on healing. How's the cost compare? 2,800 to... Oh, it is only 2,500 though, which is quite a bit cheaper compared to Unending Despair. I'm not going to write off Protoplasm. I think it's interesting. I think I'm not going to write it off. I do think I'm going to get rid of Knight's Vow. The number of times I've actually built Knight's Vow on tank Karthus has been kind of, I think, nothing burger. put that into scaling option, actually. There. Being a full armor item again is really nice. I might build that more reliably over to Thornmail. One problem running this fair is because it was like this weird, awkward mix of armor and MR. I couldn't really justify it. But now that it's full armor, I can build it more reliably. I think there's still room for a Trailblazer by going just straight armor though. I feel like I'm not going to end up building Protoplasm though, but let's see what happens. Wait, does Spellslinger shoes even exist anymore? Is that even something I need to place onto this? Automatically obtained when completing the mid lane quest. So I don't need to put that on here anymore. I just have to put it down here. Okay. Okay. That seems to be it for Karthus. Done. Okay, next. Let's check out Jinx, because they have a few items I want to look at.
Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings. Or people.
Endless Hunger and Bastion Breaker. Oh, that's nice that Muramana gives 1,000 mana now. That's a little bit more mana to use for Jinx. Okay. So let's say you build Manamune, you get your longsword or whatever, boots, yada yada. Get your Serraldas. I can remove Crimson Lucidity from the build because it's not relevant anymore. Oh, you can put status effects on yourself? That's funny. Huh. Interesting. Create or destroy is a spell shield. Stack items. Set the game speed to quarter. I'm doing. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Umbroglaive. Your next attack against a champion deals. Oh, next attack, not ability. Ah, dang it. I thought Night Stalker would well, hold on.
even think once about blowing stuff up.
Okay, I mean, that's not totally useless. You don't auto-attack much on Jinx anyway, so being able to add a little bit of true damage burst isn't bad. But that's not what we're here to test. First one we're going to test is Endless Hunger. It's 17 ability haste, and this build isn't even complete. When the build is complete, how much ability haste is that going to give? Let's say let's say hypothetically you decided to build Axiom Mark and Spiritual Gin and other stuff. You're looking at 40 ability haste from Endless Hunger. It just keeps on getting higher and higher. You get a little bit of Omnivamp and some Tenacity as well. There's no lethality on this item though. No lethality, but that is a lot of ability haste. Even more than the amount that Spiritual Gin gives. Actually, this is just a better Spiritual Gin for Jinx. I might be able to remove Spiritual Gin from the build. And this Hunger is really nice. The extra Omnivamp thing is just, you know, butter on that. Okay. Interesting. And let's check out Bastion Breaker. Let me reboot these minions. They're in my way. Dealing ability damage to champion, 20-second cooldown, deals an additional bit of true damage, that's fine. Taking down a champion within 3 seconds grants Sabotage. Your next attack against an epic monster turret deals an additional massive burst of true damage. Okay. I'd like to test it, but I need to kill an enemy. Unfortunately, you can't kill dummies. Dang it. Okay, that kills it technically. Alright, so Bastion Breaker. Massive true damage boost for a while. Let's see what that looks like. Let's say I had I have Endless Hunger. Sure, why not? Let's keep Endless Hunger on there. How much damage are we looking at? 680 true damage? Actually, that's not as much true damage as I was expecting. Is it because they don't have any lethality? No, I do have. I have 22 lethality. Hmm. 75% lethality true damage is not actually that much. Yeah, that's kind of nothing, is it? I mean, sure, if you were only focusing on trying to burst somebody down in one go, that might add a little bit, but as part of a poke strategy? It's 45 true damage? That's it? 45 extra true damage on the poke isn't really good. I'm kind of leaning toward no on Bastion Breaker right now. It's not that it's a bad item, but it's outclassed by a lot of better options. Even things like Umbroglaive are things I'd prefer over this. Repeatedly. We're looking at 1,000 true damage to like dragon or something, which sounds good, right? It's like, oh, you got an extra 1,000 damage to what's their face? But like, let's say you're I'm gonna zoom on ahead.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Huh?
Your team
I thought I summoned 2 dragons. Oh, I did. There's an invisible dragon. That's lovely.
has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Executed. You have slain an enemy.
Yeah, I mean, extra 1,000 is cool, but I mean, look how much damage I'd already be dealing with, like, my autos. We're really only shaving off, like, realistically, a second or something off of actually killing any meaningful objective. It's I think Bastion Breaker's just not good enough. It looked like I had a little bit of promise, but in the end, I'm leaning toward no on Bastion Breaker for Jinx. Endless Hunger looks really nice, though. I do like Endless Hunger a lot. That looks very promising. There's a lot of potential there. I think I could get rid of Spirit Surgeon. See, 18 lethality and 15 ability haste. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. That's already 4 items, so we only have time. We only have room for one more. Spirit Trojan. So this is 55 AD, 18 lethality, 20 ability haste, 25 basic ability haste, 45 AD. I think we're just throwing Spirit Trojan off the map. Forget it. It's gone. Is there ever a world where I prefer Axiom Arc over Umbral? My hunch is no. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess though, like if you're going maximum offense, that's maybe fine. Because I mean, otherwise you'd have to build Bastion Breaker, and I don't really want. Like, why would I build Bastion Breaker over Axiom Arc or Umbroglaive? The answer is I wouldn't. These 2 items are good enough that I wouldn't build it over them. Wait, does hubris require stacking anymore? Or is it just based on your kill? I always forget experimental height split exists. I'm thinking. You could get up to a 12% damage increase on your stuff. Theoretically. But it's also a lot more expensive than the other two. No, I think forget it. You're better off just forget Spirit Switcher. The defensive options give you ability haste anyway. Plus, you know, what's not it's needed survivability if necessary. I think it's going to be hard to pass up Endless Hunger though. That's a lot of ability haste. And the Omnivamp is just extra gravy on that, as it were. Okay. Looks promising. We can test that out. Okay, next up, Orianna. Orianna's got some fun stuff worth looking into. Goodbye, Vigilant Wordston.
You will kill your enemies. That will be fun.
Alright. Oh, whoops.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Okay, so first up to look at is Actualizer.
Minions have spawned.
Let's say hypothetically you built Ardent Sensor like this or something. That's a good start. Okay, Actualizer. Let's see what this says. Bunch of mana for 8 seconds. Your mana is empowered. Your spells cost more, and your basic abilities you get some nice cooldown stuff.
This is very exciting.
Okay, so let me throw a nice little allied dummy here. Okay, let's say I'm in the middle of combat. I'm like going zoop zoop.
The ball is impatient.
Take that. You're getting a bunch of bonuses. Hiya, hiya. Okay. Now it's time to actualize. Let's go.
This is a fun game.
Huh. That didn't feel very dramatic, did it? Alright, let's say that we got a little bit further in. Or like level 16 or something.
We go.
Alright, zoom zoom. You get shields, everybody gets shields, bada bada bada.
Pulse. Protect. Pulse.
Alright, and
Time ticks.
here we go, actualizer time.
Pulse.
And it's over. Yeah, no. I think the answer to actualizer on Orianna is a big fat no. Vandal pipes. Let's see what this looks like. Slowing or immobilizing an enemy champion grants fanfare for 4 seconds, granting allies 20% attack speed.
Winding.
The important thing is how much range does this thing have?
Ravage. Pulse. 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 Protect. Why are they running?
It is outside of the ball's range. Let's say I'm helping support somebody from my distance, like my carries over there, they're fighting twip, and I'm like trying to help them. I'm trying to keep my own distance so I don't die, but... Vandal Pipes has a really nice range, but this range is not enough. It's very easy to keep up progressively, but unless you're constantly closer than you need to be, it seems like it's going to be hard to activate reliably.
Exciting.
I guess that makes sense that it is a more of a tank-focused item. Orianna has been able to use some other tank items to create effect, like Locket, but that's because Locket only requires you to be in range 1 time to make use of, right? You only have to be like boom there, and then you can retreat. Vandal Pipe requires you to have to commit at a inconveniently short range in order to make the most use out of it. I think we're putting a no on Vandal Pipes as well. Now let's take a look at Whispering Circlet, because that has a little potential. At base, all it does is just give you a bunch of mana, which, you know, that's fun, or whatever. Mana's nice. You do run out of mana on Orianna. What's more important is the stacking. Heal the lowest nearby ally champion for 14 seconds.
Ravage. The ball is impatient.
How much does that amount to?
Time ticks away.
Hmm.
We go.
I thought I could wound my dummies. Hmm.
Winding.
I'm trying to get an idea of the range of this thing, but it's really hard because I can't actually injure anything.
I hear soft things.
That's funny. It's a spawn grub. He's setting grubs.
I have sharpened.
If I was more melee at all, I'd consider it more. But without it, I think Orianna just doesn't make much use out of it compared to other enchanters. Other enchanters are at least in range. You're so far away. Like, you're basically this far away, and this is outside of Bandlepipe's range. Happy New Year, Crossroads. Good to see you. Ah, I can't injure a dummy. I'm trying to get a range on this. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like, let's say that, oh, let me get rid of this, There's my ally, they're fighting somebody. I'm like, oh no, I'm a slow. The ball is over there, and my Bandlepipe's bonus is over here. In order to actually get my ally into the Bandlepipes, you have to go all the way over here, which is a significant decrease from the actual maximum shield range you can be at, which is over here. You have to sort of intentionally put yourself closer to make use out of this. I think at that point, I just prefer using Ardent Sensor. Now, if I'm surrounded by a bunch of my allies who are also fighting, sure, but that's kind of a very specific situation. We're in a very specific situation at that. Now, Diadem of Songs has some potential depending on what the actual range of this thing is, though. The problem is, I can't injure any of my ally dummies. How can I get my dummy to get injured? No, the dummy's invincible. Yeah, I saw that it's only 14 healing per second, and I'm already like questioning that. Even before seeing the range on it, I'm already inclined to say no. But testing is testing, and I've been surprised sometimes by the efficacy of certain things. The only problem is I can't injure any of my dummies, so I can't actually test it. I feel like there was a way to get one of my dummies injured, but I don't remember how. Am I crazy? Was there really no way to injure a dummy? Well, your own dummies anyway. You can injure enemy dummies pretty easily. They changed on course, it's still the same. Pretty similar. No ability haste though. Makes me not want it on Ori support. Not a bad item, it's just not something I'm on Ori support specifically. Okay, I might just have to settle not being able to find the amount. I don't think I can test it directly, but I can maybe find a range of it on the wiki. Let's see. Diadem of Song. No, it doesn't say it on the what the actual range of this thing is. I was hoping that somebody would have listed it.
This is very exciting.
I was wondering if it would heal myself. It doesn't. It is very specific about it being the nearest ally, so I didn't expect that to work. But we can dream.
The ball is impatient.
This is awkward. Oh, there you are. Barry, you're so weak. What a digital dummy. Oh wait, can I add CPUs to practice tool? You can. Cool. It makes it possible.
Your enemies. That will be fun.
Okay, let's say I'm level 13 or whatever. I got a bunch of money. I built this, I built that to get some boots. And then I'm like, hey, I want to get Whispering Circlet, and then I finish stacking it up. Great, I'm so good at this game. And it stacked up. Let's skip ahead 10 minutes so we can get some better data. Just Drain Tank. What, Diadem of Salt?
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah. Don't worry, Sonobot, I'm here to help you.
An ally
I'm trying to find a range on this.
I hear soft things.
The range seems shorter than I expect. See, I can't. It's not even healing from this distance.
This is very exciting. Close.
It looks like it's about the same distance as the bandit pipes. I can't confirm if that's exact, but it feels like it's about the same distance. In that entire string of fighting, all we got was about 677 heal. Yeah. I think it's about the same range as the bandit pipes. My hunch right now is
Why are they running?
my hunch is leaning toward no on Diadem of Songs. I don't know who wants this item, but I don't think Orianna does. The range is just too short. It seems like it's about the same range as Bandle Pipe, yeah. Oh, it's Swain. That's funny. Hey, Kog'maw. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. The only thing I don't like is that it feels like there's a lack of generic support enchanter itemization for Orianna then. If I'm not using Whispering Circlet, if I don't have Wardstone, which I often built Wardstone because I just needed something generically useful for Orianna. I've tried Moonstone on Orianna, and it's just... This one's not even a matter of... like... I tried. Oh, I have tried Moonstone on Orianna, and it just, experimentally, it just doesn't work. It's hard to say why, because on paper, it sounds like everything Orianna support should want. But every time I built Red Moonstone, it just doesn't succeed at giving that much on Orianna support, which is a shame. Yeah, I might put Redemption into the generic category. I'm not great at using Redemption, but it is a bit more tailored for Orianna, what Orianna needs now. So what I'm hearing is an arena item. I mean, I guess this is fine. I'll have Redemption as a generic option there. I don't know how often I'll build it, but I need something to replace where Wardstone used to be, and this is the only thing I can think of. If I type support, will it? No, it doesn't. I tried Imperial Mandate and it was a no. I tried Knight's Vow and that was also... Oh, I do have Knight's Vow. What am I talking about? Zeke's doesn't. Well, Wardstone doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. Goodbye, Wardstone. Yeah, I've been watching the Reddit discussion because I haven't had a chance to actually play much. And the consensus seems to be the game's a lot faster now, which is interesting. To see what that entails. No, Wardstone is just gone. It doesn't exist. Vanished to the Shadow Realm. Checking if there's any. I think this is it. I think we're just. This is what we're getting in terms of items. Okay. Okay. Kog'maw. So, our Kog'maw experimentation is a little bit trickier because, unlike a lot of the other champions, whenever we test on Kog'maw, it's because we need to find the strongest possible damage pathway and then reel it back from there. And so, what is potentially an option is that double tier is now possible. The client's too loud? Okay, I can tune that down. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't know it was so loud. I did increase the volume earlier today because I thought it was too quiet, but I think I overtuned it. I'll do that after it's testing. Okay, so. Let's start off with, you get the level 6, because nothing else to that point really matters. Oh, I accidentally got the top quest. Whoops, hold on. Let's try again. Let's say 75. I think the struggle with that item is that, like, you're paying double the mana cost and only getting 15 to 20% more damage, and it's like, that doesn't scream sustained damage, that screams burst damage. Oh, whoops, I quit bottom. Time to reach. I've tried AP Kog'maw at bottom, and it's fine. Enemies who can like work around your weak early game will absolutely do so, and it's really miserable when they do. But if they don't, it's fine. It's perfectly serviceable as a bot lane build, and I've done it a few times when circumstances have arisen. Okay, let's find the optimal damage pathway for Kog'maw. Again, for the umpteenth time in a row. Okay, toggle off minions.
Minions have spawned.
Get them extra slots. Wow, Marksman has 7 complete items. This is going to be scary. Okay, so let's see. Level 6. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, because they got the little explodey thorn thing, right? That happened. That's nice. Taking notes on the optimal damage path. Let's see. I gotta give this thing how much HP? Let's say 1,500. And let's give 60 MR? 50 MR. There we go. Start that over. $288. $277. Oh, I have not checked out what the Malzahar does in the current set. I could justify Blackfire more than Leandri's if the mana might be worth it over mana. We're gonna find out. I think Leandri's and Blackfire are the only two competitors for the first slot. I don't think there's any other item that you can justify going first here. Certainly not Malignant. Malignant needs Rylai's to be... Or, like, you need other people to CC them for it to be worthwhile. Just for accuracy's sake, we're gonna add Void Staff also. I thought something was funky with that number there. It's because I forgot to remove... P75 Void Staff. Okay, so right now Leandri's is the highest, like, damage option compared to Blackfire, but. Leandri's does offer the bonus damage over time. I think I've tried it on a few people. It's just really hard to make use out of. Just because there's a... I could stack Bloodletters and do damage. Or I could just build Void Staff and then just get 40% straight out the gate. Bloodletters would be useful if you have a ton of magic damage on your team, but I've just found that over all the games that I've played, it's just so infrequent where that's actually the case. Not impossible. Just infrequent. I might be able to place Bloodletters on Malzahar Jungle. I'll take a look at that. Let me put that at the bottom down there. Yeah, and there is a thing where there is a case of something being too situational, right? Like I have situational items inside of my item sets. But if an item is so situational that over the course of 30 games I never build it a single time, there's an argument to be made that it's just too situational and that it is easier to accidentally build it in the wrong situation than it is to simply stick with what's tried and true. Because building a situational item in the wrong situation that seems like the right situation is detrimental. What I'm saying is situational items can be a trap. They lure you in with the temptation of the perfect scenario, and then you think it's the perfect scenario because you think you can figure it out, and it turns out it's not actually the perfect scenario. I speak from ample experience of that happening to me many, many times, where I think, this is the perfect situation where it is one item I've been holding in my back pocket this whole time, and then I'm wrong. And it ends up causing significant grievances. Let me scoot on ahead. Forget Void Staff for now. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a great example, Genio, right? Like, are there situations where cleanse is effective? Yes. Do I trust myself to recognize when it is effective? No. Do I trust myself to use it effectively in those situations that it is effective? No. I can't even use QSS in the right time. Hey Tempo, welcome to the stream. Long time no see. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the level 6 thing because I think the level 6 part here doesn't matter. We're going to test level 11 now. Let's give this fella here 2000 HP and 100 MR. Why not? Is that realistic? It's actually a little bit higher than most champions at this time would have, but it'll be good for testing purposes. Okay, here's what we need to test, really, is kind of different pathways, as it were. Oh, there we go. Got Muramana. Alright, we're going to test Liandry's Muramana. Let's see. What about a QE-double-R? Actually, I think Q might be skewing things a little much. Maybe just E-R-double-R? Or just double R, because that's what I'm focusing most of my damage. That what E and Q do, I don't really care too much about. So we'll do a double shot to get perspective here. Or maybe I should do triple? I think triple might be a bit much. Maybe just double. To be clear, it doesn't mean they're bad, right? Let's mark that down for 410. Okay, this is where things get a little interesting. I'm kind of want to see how much Blackfire does comparatively. 389. Okay, that tracks of what a data we've done before. Blackfire 389. Okay, so this is the part with the build that's pretty normal. And we got here, this tracks of all of the obviously we've done a lot of testing on AP Kog'maw's damage path before. Liandry's and Muramana is always consistently out as the most damaging possible path. Right? Over time, over and over again, testing shows that's the case, and Liandry's gives you some HP, which is nice. Now for the interesting part. We actually have a few different options for what's next. Specifically, we can actually try teching into Archangels next. No way, I think it's Blackfire into Archangels? Because you would need time to stack it, right? I presume it'll be a while until you can actually finish stacking Archangels. So, Yeah. So we'd have to pretend we build another tier, then we get Blackfire Torch for the most damage as usual, and then you finish stacking this tier fully. And then, this is where it gets interesting. So we're at level 16. Let's say we had a really good game. Hey, Anji, welcome to the stream. Yeah, time just goes, doesn't it? And here I am inside of Korea, too. Shoot. Let's bring this fella up to 2500 HP and then give them 120 MR? That sounds fair, right? 10 years, jeez. We try not thinking about the passage of time too much. Okay, let's see, you got Blackfire, you got Muramana, you got Tear to Goddess. Okay. So... Liandry... I'm just gonna put these LMB for Leandri's. Just to make it simpler. LMB, Leandri's Mirror Blackfire, the classic core. Okay, so we're gonna test out LMB plus Void Staff. This will provide a frame of comparison. We're gonna shoot 1, 2, 3. $1,212 damage. Okay. With Malignance, I know it's going to do the most, but also that requires them to stay in place, and that's not realistic. What we're really interested in comparing against is how it looks at next to Horizon Focus and Archangels. So. Horizon is 1,047. Yeah. Let's say 1,050. That's not great. Not unexpected though. Now Archangels. This is the one I'm really interested in. Because now that you can get Archangels, and you can get Muramana, and you have Blackfire Torch, and all of those mana items kind of build on top of each other, and they increase the tier items to give 1,000 mana each. How much extra damage are we looking at? This shows promise. I have 3,500 mana. I can get a 631 shield. So if this is comparable to Void Staff's damage, we might be able to justify getting Seraphs on AP Kog'maw. So, here we go, moment of truth. It's kind of disappointing. Well, maybe it's a fluke. Hold on. Definitely better than Horizon, but that's not saying much because its competition is not Horizon. Its competition is Malignance. Its competition is Rylai's and Malignance, actually. Well, let's say you decided to go Malignance. Keeping in mind, you're never going to actually reach this maximum damage output here. You're never actually going to bring somebody down to 1,250 there with the Hate Fong. Still, that's rough. The problem is just how much damage you have to give up to get this. We're talking about, what is that? Like, by going for Void Staff or Malignance in either case, we're probably looking at a 20% damage increase by comparison by going for one of those items instead. Rylai's theoretically adds more damage too, in the sense that, like, you can chain people, and chaining people adds damage. So it's really hard to get a gauge on how much extra damage Rylai's actually adds. But, just for reference, just for some reference, how much damage does Rylai's do? We know it's going to be the least. It has to be the least. But it'll give us something to compare Archangels against. So, 1, 2, and 3. So, Rylai's, which is the lowest damage option you can really, like, in terms of raw damage, Rylai's being lowest of them, gives you 901 damage. Archangels gives 122, which is about the same amount as Horizon. Why is Archangel so low? Like, I want it to not be true. Why is it so low? You get a bunch of AP. It stacks onto Muramana, which gives you extra attack damage. It gives you extra shock damage. How is this not just giving you so much mana that it obliterates everything else out of the water? And yet, it's not even close. My Blackfire, because it's the second highest, it's the highest damage option as the next item there. That's the only reason, it's just that it's the highest damage option. There's no further rationale, which is stuff. When every time I built anything else over Blackfire, it just doesn't do as much damage. But this is a shame. I want it to work. 631 shield is really nice. That is nice. It is on a 90-second cooldown, mind you, but that is nice. But you know what else reduces damage by 631? Killing everything, because you deal 20% extra damage comparatively. Perhaps more, because if Rylai's even lets you hit one more ultimate hit than you normally would be able to, that's actually a lot more damage than any of the other options. That won't always be the case, of course, which is why it's not definitively build this kind of item. You sit on a tier. Now there's something interesting. There is a world where it might be worth it just to grab tier and not upgrade it. I'm thinking about it. Such a mana for 400 gold is, you know, that is a premium. That is a lot of money. It also gives you 12 AD technically. And increases your shock passive. How much does that compare, actually? Let's see. Let's just get LMB and an LMB plus tier. So just LMB by itself. And let's see how much extra damage tier adds onto it. 826, okay, that tracks. And now let's just add a fully stacked tier. You don't upgrade it, you just sit on it. $888. Sapphire Crystal gives 300 mana for 300 gold, though. Yeah, no, I don't. I was wondering if that'd be worth it just to get the tier just to sit on. The damage would be funny. Sack 4 tiers. Just go maximum over mana. Pains me to say that it doesn't feel like the extra tier is worth it. I like the idea of like getting an absurd amount of extra mana because that's really funny, but I think the competition, especially with Malignance being there, is just too steep. I know, I'm not, Malignance is, not, the numbers for Malignance, we're not assuming it as, like, the guaranteed amount. It's the theoretical maximum, and then we can, like, adjust our expectations accordingly. Oh, is there, Nura? Could you give the link to that in the Discord? That's interesting. Is that of the new season, or was that last season? Hmm. Oh, okay. I need to see that then. I think I might have missed it. To be fair, I barely finally started actually leaguing within the last hour and 30 minutes, and then I was like, all right, let's look at everything. Try 2 W autos and see if it with Archangels. Compared to, what do you want me to compare against, Jedio? Okay, so Aceras for. Oh, I already have the Laundries though. At Laundries, Muramana and Blackfire are all guaranteed in the build. I don't think it's double bullet, but it's also like it's not that Archangel by itself. It's competing against Malignance. That's the problem. It's if it was Malignance didn't exist, I think Archangels might be able to find a spot. But since it has to compete against the existence of Malignance, that's pretty bad. Oh, Void Staff? Alright, so Sarah's perfect Void Staff. Okay. So you're looking at 2W. So do you want me to go full burst QE 2WR? Like boom, 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 and then 2 autos on that? Just making sure I'm giving that proper test that you were hoping for. Hello, poop fart. Look at this stream. Two W auto, 3 old QE, I think. $26, $25. I hope I can replicate that with Void Staff. So it was QE 1, 2, 3. 3016. That is with Void Staff, and if instead I use Malignance, keeping in mind that that's the theoretical maximum because Malignance is fake. 2668. So we're looking at 20% increase from Archangels. Basically, if you build Archangels instead of Mediator options, you're looking at anywhere from like your Void Staff would do 20% more damage, basically. Ish. It's more like 15%. Let's say 20% to keep it nice. And yes, that was a basic thing. Yeah. At that point, it's at least comparable to Malignance. Hmm. $4,200 mana. Kind of want to see what that looks like. The Voiding. Neon Dreamer, Mana Blackfire. Let's say you get Malignance guaranteed next. What's that look like for Archangels? 1, 2, 3. 1,287? Oh no, I'm not that Void Staff is gonna add so much extra damage by comparison, I think. Let's say what we're looking at. How much shield would that be though? Hold on. Just out of curiosity. 757 shield, that's funny. Well, hold on. There might be a world for Archangels here. Yeah, actually, that's interesting. Okay. Hold on. There might be a dream here. There might still be the dream, but just nice. How much damage did Void Staff add anyway? 1, 2, 3. 1,542. Here's the thing though, I've always had Jaksho on here because sometimes, you know, games are won or lost depending on whether or not you get like immediately blown apart. I think there's a world where we just replace Jaksho of Archangels. Like after you build Malignance, your shield is so massive that it basically outcompetes anything that Jaksho is able to give you. Or is at least comparable to it on top of providing you like actual damage and other stuff. Yeah, I think we can keep the dream. I don't think you go Archangels next, but I think there is a world where you can justify it if you need like survivability. I think in general, you'd probably go Rylai's and Malignance together. But that's nice. There is a world where I could end up building all of them, and maybe that's good enough. How much damage do you lose for chaining? Let me see. For no chain. Oh, with chain. Chaining is 1, 2, 28. If you build Void Staff, you don't get the ability to chain, but... One 556. Yeah, but one extra ultimate ends up dealing. You could do 801 magic damage potentially. I mean, that's still before resistance and stuff. It's still like if you get a good chain going. Like the amount of theoretical damage or chaining is a lot higher than what Void Staff would suggest. Okay. Yeah, I think the... Okay. I think we got the data we needed. Yeah, but you don't really need any of the components anyway. Oh, I can't build a blasting wand. Oh. The horror. Yeah, maybe I just place it there after Farsight so I know it's defensive tech. And then I build some other stuff until Archangels is ready to go in one burst. Yeah. Yeah, so. It's a little awkward, but it'll work. When Zaby Cog never been awkward, it's always been a little awkward. Yeah. Well, in the end, AB Cog didn't change very much, but, you know, that's to be expected at this point. Let me see what Nora posted. Let's check it out. Here, I'll link it in the main chat, too. Oh, whoops. That's not what I was trying to do. I see that this person's master, but how? They have 29 wins and 33 losses. But in any case, I want to take a look at these Malzahar games. Let's see. What are they doing? There's still much that we can learn from. Things that people are trying. Oh my god, they played so many games. Wait, the season's been out for like 2 days, right? Or 3 days? They played 63 games in 2 days? Holy cow. Alright. Interesting, it is more of a full damage playstyle. Blackfire, Torch, Rylai's, Leandri's. But how does their damage per game look? I'm keeping it the looks. Oh yeah, I can show my web. Pro. Let me zoom in a bit. There we go. That makes it a little easier for y'all to see. In this game, damage competed against the Rumble up there, which is good. What about in this one? 13,000 damage was less than the 14 mid. Actually, it was the lowest damage on their team minus the Rel. What about in this one? I mean, that can happen though. This one, they were the second most. They were comparable with everyone else. This one, game ended too fast to get meaningful data from. This one, they were the MVP, it says. Second highest right behind the Tron because they had 10 kills, 10 assists. This one was not Malzahar Jungle. These were not Malzahar Jungle matches. Actually, that seems to be it in terms of the Malzahar Jungle matches. I don't. Even the ones I was looking at down there, those weren't Malzahar Jungle. Looking at it, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches. So they dabbled a bit in it with 4 or 5 matches. That's interesting. That it's still being done at a master gameplay is still meaningful. That it could get 3 wins off of it at that level is still meaningful. Oh, they use Dark Harvest too. That's an interesting choice. Dark Harvest in the jungle? Is that getting the Fated Ashes? We will watch your career of great interest, but 5 games isn't enough to be able to form much of an opinion about. It is interesting, though. Speaking of Mal's jungle, we need to see how Mal's played inside of this jungle. Did they update Fated Ashes? It looks like they changed Fated Ashes. Season, it's the same as it's always been. Oh, just gave me the jungle quest automatically, didn't have to choose. Let me see what this looks like, this career looks like now, because I know they changed monsters and health ranges and pet damage and dragons, and it was too much to theoretically keep track of. We're going to do a full queer, and that'll give us all the information we need. Let's do a full, solid, uninterrupted queer and see what happens. Dark Harvest in the jungle. little bit sloppy for me. No change in ending so far. When does the scuttle spawn? It doesn't say. Oh, 14 seconds? Oh, I was supposed to smite the scuttle. Eh, whatever. Let's say I get a Fiendish Codex or something just because I need to test how my dragon clearing goes. Oh, the dragon's a whole minute away from spawning now. Normally I'd be able to just kind of walk straight toward it, but because the game starts earlier... Interesting. That's notable. Theoretically, I have time for 2 more camps then before going for dragon? Can killing Grump give me a whole lower level? That'd be really nice if it does. It might not be worth it to sneak dragon anymore. Because, your red buff is going to run out by this point. I don't know, let's see. No, it's fine. I know that they updated the dragon's HP and stuff, but I still killed it in 40 seconds. That's acceptable. I was a little worried that the changes they did to like dragon damage and stuff would make it take meaningfully long, but it's still 40 seconds. That's fine. Actually, I think that's exactly the amount it's always been for a while now. I'd have to look at my Malzahar video to remember on my guide to how much it actually was. I don't remember. There is a bit of a grace period before the dragon spawns though, which is interesting. Like, you can't just immediately go for it. The wolves and Kog'maw will spawn beforehand. That's notable. This also gives you a little bit of time to like get like level 6 and stuff before grubs and the like. All in all, I think basically nothing has changed. Oh, I already had both letters curse on Mal. I literally never built this item. I was like, I should put Bloodletter's Curse on Mal's Jungle. Wait, I already have Bloodletter's Curse on Mal's Jungle. I just never used it. It's been here the whole time. While we're here, is there any other new item that was worth considering for Mal's? Or I think... New season, same story. I don't think any of the new items are particularly interesting. Slowing or immobilizing an enemy champion gives... Hold on, yo. Hold on. Hear me out. 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 I'm not saying it's a good idea, but... Wait. Hold on. Unironically, this might not be a bad idea. It's cheap, it gives you 15 ability haste. You can basically keep it up forever. It's in the exact range of all your abilities. Like, it's literally in your Q range. So this is the exact field of fighting that you would normally be in. Your Voidlings proc it too because they slow enemies. I won't say no to it. I won't say no to it. I won't say no. I won't say no. Yeah, it's procs regardless of how far away my Voidling is. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'm just looking at any of the other items to see if they're worth it. I remember I used to build Redemption more often on mouse. I just stopped because I could never quite make it work. I still like the item theoretically. I think it works on a support playstyle-ish thing going on. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just looking if anything else gives lots of ability haste. Because you still don't have that much ability haste on this build. I wish there was something that would give you a lot more of it as an AP item. I mean, I guess there's an actualizer, but... yeah. Let me look at the item. I forgot what it does. What got nerfed, Jedian? After using ability, your next on hit deals 74 bonus magic damage. No, sadly I don't think so. You're just not auto attacking enough for it to be worth it. In combat, you're kind of lucky if you get an auto off. Oh, did it? I didn't know that Redemption got nerfed for non-enchanters. I'm just looking if there's any other good haste options. I changed the language to English for testing purposes. I didn't feel like translating. There's no way for Mouse to heal or shield an ally reliably to activate the item repeatedly. Oh, I didn't know Cosmic Drive activated on true damage. That's fun. Not that important, but I just didn't realize. It's cool. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I don't know who wants Actualizer. This is a really weird item. Seems hard to justify. Let's say I activate it. Can I even cast Q off cooldown fast enough? Right now it's let silence last for 2 seconds. I didn't test it because I don't think it's good on AP Cog. You're getting 17% increased ability damage. When you could just build an item that gives you 17% increased ability damage forever. Interesting. So, here's what I just realized. So, when it says that your basic ability progresses 30% faster, I don't think it's actually speeding up your See, what I thought was like it would like spin around 30% faster essentially, but it just kind of seems to shave off like 30% off the cooldown of whatever you're casting. Seems like a tough sell. And I do actually run out of mana on Malzahar Jungle. I don't think I can justify Actualizer. I'm still looking at a few more items, and then I'll exit out of this in a minute. Imperial Mandate's ability case is nice. Yeah, I'm not sure who wants Actualizer. Oh, it might be the dream, maybe Kog'maw. I think it's possible. Stefan. Children on Malzahar Jungle? Yeah, you don't get enough off of it. Goodbye, dream. Because in the theoretical world where you want a defensive item last, you actually could end up getting Manamuna, Blackfire Torch, Malignant, and Arcane. So that is a 4-man item dream. And then Leon Breeze also. So I think the 4-mana item maybe Cog is possible. I don't think Arcane Field is worth it as anything earlier than the very, very final item, though. Anything earlier than that, you just give up too much damage for the shield. It's not worth it. I love getting Thimble Winner, which AB Cog can't activate. However, this Bandlewood Pipes thing with Rylai's is really funny. How do I distinguish it on here? Maybe I'll put these in like 2 categories. This, I'm gonna put this one in support versus momentum. That seems like a reasonable distinction between them. Yeah, I do have 2 supports. What do we even call this? I was gonna call it slows. If you want to slow somebody down with Rylai's, you may as well get these other 2 items that just happen to synergize with Rylai's too. I did not expect Bandle Pipes to become a Malzahar Jungle item. That's hilarious. Support infinity support. If there's ever been a time to make my allies think, what the hell are you building? They're like, are you even trying to win? Yes! Doot. Get Trailblazer too, and you're gonna just be zooming around. That's so funny. That's what the fuck. The Duke Jarvan. Okay, that build is fine. Kog'maw set. Orianna set. Karthus set. Vel'koz, I think literally nothing has changed. I think Vel'koz is exactly the same as they've always been. Yeah, I've tried multiple times with Ronduins on tank cards, and I just end up feeling like it's too defensive oriented and not enough like actual offense. I've just never been pleased when I build Ronduins. I tried it many times, but it's competing against 3 other really solid armor items like Unending Despair, Thornmail, Trailblazer. Thornmail especially is very similar in the category. 75 armor versus 75 armor. Ronda is good against crits very specifically, but like that means you're only decreasing damage from exactly one person on their team, whereas you could be decreasing it across the board by getting like, I don't know, another cloth armor or something. Yeah, I did. I just tried out Diadem of Songs, and I was watching it tick off on Oth and trying to heal them. The range is a lot shorter than I thought too. Like I was hoping it would be long enough to reach where my shield was, but it wasn't that long. It seems to be like about the range of Malzahar's Call and Void, maybe, which is about 200-300 range units shorter, and therefore makes it you have to actively decrease your safe distance to make it work. I didn't like that. Not that I'm using Kha'Zix or Azir, but I'm gonna remove the boots from them anyway because they're not relevant anymore. Oh, Kha'Zix, beloved. Whatever happened to you? I don't think these new items help bring them back into viability. No, I don't think any of the new items are enough to like fix the fundamental problems. It is pretty funny. But I can't even justify it on Jinx. No, we'll break her. However, Endless Hunger on Jinx is very, very interesting. I'm curious about that. You can get up to 35 ability haste from it. That full build. Nocturne good? But did any new items help that, or is it just like just trying it out since it's been its time? Okay, it's getting kind of late here, but I do have time to play one ranked match. If y'all want to see a specific one, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to use the rest of it, and I'm going to randomly choose when I come back. Alright, I'm back. We need to see pipe smells? I mean, that would be pretty fun. Wait, what's this thing about? Aegis of Valor, what's that all about? I didn't see what it said about the... Priority role selections are guaranteed to occasionally be eligible for an Aegis of Valor. Play on an autofill game with mastery score C or higher, double LP for a win, and no LP reduction on a loss. Wait, so if I hit fill, do I get that Aegis of Valor? But it says priority rolls are the ones that are guaranteed for Aegis of Valor. It's a confusing system. I don't quite get it. Maybe it's intentionally vague? Yeah, I don't quite get it. Oh, okay, they talk about Aegis of Valor. When you get into a lobby, you'll be notified that an Aegis is in effect. Oh, okay. So, either going priority rolls or going fill. So either one of those ends up potentially giving you the Aegis benefit thingamajig. Oh, who am I banning? Let me see. It looks like, according to the PBI, Braum is number 1. That's unexpected.
Think carefully, my friend.
Yeah, if you're someone who, according to the dev log, if you're someone who already plays priority roles like support or jungle that are often auto-filled, then you are likely to get the Aegis of Valor at the same cadence as somebody who auto-fills. Okay. Good to know. Cool. So just because I naturally often play jungle and support, which are often auto-filled positions, I might get some cool bonuses sometimes. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that active mana item. Yeah, me too, Stefan. Me too. It is confusing. The way that it's worded is confusing. I didn't like the articulation of it, but it's fine. Please tell me this is a good, slow... I want to be able to build Rylai's against this team comp is what I'm saying. I want to build Rylai's. Let me build Rylai's against them. I don't know what they're saying. Something, jungle Malzahar something. You better not buy the pipes. Is Shunara good to silence, or are they better to slow? Please tell me they're better to slow. This might be a pipe game. We might be able to get the pipe dream. No, I'm not sure why Jungle is familiar. Oh, nice. Season 1 live up to the roll fairness. How much did you know about Squid Game going in? I don't think I would like watching Squid Game just because I already know everything about it at this point. There's no tension or suspense. Which is also how I feel about Undertale. Undertale's a cool game, but when you know everything about it, the actual game itself is insanely easy and therefore difficult to justify investing time into unless like you just want to personally experience everything you already know. Very much good to go in blind kind of game. Cultural osmosis, along with some deliberate perusing. This loading's taking a while. Every scene of every alien movie. I do see that roll fairness thing. Oh! But I can't look at it, it's too late. Alright, let's go. Oh, Akali's the one who didn't connect. Yeah, I think they decreased the number of stacks to check. Oh, these are the Fate Lights things. Aw, man. I hope we're going to have a remake. But the colleague's apparently not here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, well, that was anticlimactic. Two autofill protective games. Ooh. Let's try that again. That's it for rank this season, folks. Why is Shen a ninja? That stealth just made me reminded me that like Shen is a ninja because that does everything that a ninja is literally not supposed to do. Hey Jinx, welcome to the stream. I think I'm betting wrong. Is the client still loud?
Think carefully, my
I
friend.
didn't think it was that loud, but sure, I can reduce it some more. It was at 75. How about we bring it down to 50? Yeah, just one match to end off since it's already 1 AM, and I have 3 more days of work for the semester. But they're only half days, so it'll go by quickly. Hello, Terzino, welcome to the stream. I don't know, this is my first match. I was just doing some theory crafting up to this point. This is overall value, that shouldn't affect anything. That should have reduced the value down. This is the first match. We're going to test out some stuff. I finished theory crafting all 6 of my builds with the new items and stuff. As usual, most of them haven't really changed very much though. Bless YouTube for keeping my VODs forever. That's what people have said. They said that the new season's quite snowballing. You like how Void Swarm is the totally wrong ability? Nothing's changed with Orianna. Tragically. I tried out the new items, and all 3 of the new enchanter items just don't work on Orianna support. Because Orianna support, unique to most enchanters, has an incredible amount of shield range. Don't die, don't get bite. I imagine there's winners and losers of the season. The Battle of Koshin's end should have been cause for celebration, but the King Ku's victory against the Demon King came at a great cost. The Temple of Twilight was by far. Yeah, I tried the tier item, and not only is the heal like grossly small, but when I was testing it with bots, even at my maximum shield range, it just wasn't proccing.
To Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
No runes have been adjusted. None of the runes changed at all this season, basically. So, I didn't change anything. I didn't even look at the runes, because nothing changed. A little bit sloppy, but whatever. Yes, what's that new item called? The one that gives Omnivamp. I added it to the main Jinx build. And I took out Spiritual Gin. And replaced it with, nothing actually, it just couldn't compete. But the one item that, like, does the true damage to, like, epic monsters or turrets, whatever it's called, I forgot. Not that good for Jinx, I think. I was a bit disappointed because I had higher hopes for it. Yeah, Endless Hunger. That Endless Hunger looks very promising for Jinx. After a little bit of testing and practice tool. Bastion Breaker, yeah, I tried Bastion Breaker with a little bit of testing. It's just not worth it, I think. It's not bad, it's just that it's competing against so many other items and it just can't reach within the top 2 spots. Yeah, Endless Hunger, right now, if they don't nerf it or something, you can get, like, 35 ability haste at full build. I don't know if they intend to nerf that at some point, but that's how it is on Jinx right now. It's like, when you're at full build, you can get 35 ability haste, which is ridiculous. Who's our drummer? Diego? Oh. Man. Ah! Get him, Katarina! Okay, that could have gone worse. I'll take it. Dragon's a minute from spawning, so we have time to kill grubs and maybe wolves? Oh, wolves might be ambitious. We could definitely get grubs, though. Fuck, transfer complete. See, I was worried you can't kill the dragons as early because your red buff will expire before they finish spawning, but actually after testing it's fine. The time to kill is the same as it's been. Yes, I am going to try to ban the pipes. This is actually a really good game to test it. The circumstances in this match are really favorable for a good test run. A lot of people on their team are really susceptible to being silenced. And there's a lot of people on our team who benefit from the attack speed bonus. Hey. Vandalpipe Fox on the highlights though. I changed it to English, well, for the sake of testing. I'll change it back to Korean, when I log out. Interesting. I actually killed a dragon faster than before. Is that the extra pet damage doing work? I can't tell you exactly how much faster it is, but I've done enough dragons that I can intuit that it's faster. How's my team doing? 3-6? Okay. Oh yeah, I can't. Well, barrel doesn't spawn in time for first brick though, does it? Ever since the grubs took over. You know, I haven't ganked a single time yet. Katarina has 2 kills. Oh, you're right. Plates don't fall off. Ah! Forget it. Let's accept the flash.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Ah!
An enemy has been slain.
10 extra bullets on AP Cog.
Killing spree.
Oh, that's what you meant. Viego's on the way. Come on, come on. Hey, what's up, Viego? Buddy, pal, friend, amigo, came out. I have no regrets. Give it the opportunity, I do it again. My mana's a bit low. I better preserve it if I'm gonna gink. Yeah, the pet's stronger. It's killing things a lot better than before. That's notable. Oh, I don't know if I can actually...
Rampage.
Let's see if Cassante got this. My mana's a little low. Ah, teleporting. I'm out. How's my jungle quest going? Oh, you have to upgrade your jungle pet to get complete the quest. Am I going to go for the dream? Am I going for the vandal dream? Are we going for pipes? Is it a pipe dream? What's she steal?
Killing spree.
How's it bugged? No. Ah. Oh man, that's not good.
Unstoppable.
Say's doubled forever. That is kind of scary, isn't it? Oh, first brick is ours. Come on, Taro. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Jeez. Oh, I see. Oh! Interesting. Okay, well. I mean, nobody's gonna stop me. The chem plants bloom. I feel like I should have been down at bot. Well, they seem to have it under control. I might help them push. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's help them push. Boilings, help us push. I was about to flash slow, but I didn't need to. Are they going to sell a surrender before we achieve the dream? That'd be a shame. I'm trying to go for the dream. I'm trying to go for the dream. Didn't they remove mana potions years ago?
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
The pet is really strong. What? I need to look up what damage numbers they did to the pet. Because it's not just against the dragon I'm noticing the difference. Okay, let me see Herald now. Unfortunately the on hit thing is gone, so my voidlings don't like proc that anymore. But I mean, they're still useful because they keep its back exposed there for easy eye procs, which is nice. Also, you don't take any damage while doing Herald. Oh, I just noticed all towers have plates on them now. Interesting.
An ally has been slain.
Hey, stop that.
Dominating.
See, your mistake is you wanted to play the game, and I didn't want that to happen, so... I am surprised at how fast my not my voidlings, to be clear, the jungle pet is tearing camps apart much faster than usual. After this, before I log off for tonight, let's look at the patch notes and see exactly what the numbers look like. Am I hallucinating? I mean, non-zero chance. I'm just placeboing myself. Oh, they're not going to give this one up for free. What I have is the power of friendship. Oh, 1,400. Whoops. Yeah, I kind of glanced at the pet changes too, but there were so many of them that I didn't bother, like, trying to fully kind of grasp the implications. Yeah, it'll be easier to understand those numbers, put them into perspective now that we kind of, you know, have been in a match. Huh, surprised they didn't smite me for that. I don't think that was a good ult for me. Oh, wait, I got a good silence. That was a really good silence. Really, really nasty Viego silence there. They call me the Pied Piper. We have the Bandle Pipes. We have the Bandle Pipes. Do. Oh, the Scuttle still turns to a Void version, even though nothing else does. That's kind of funny. Hey. I'm cool. I think we just rushed it down. I know that they made Baron deal more damage now. And also Baron doesn't give gold. Slow Baron, even though it doesn't move. We might be able to get Dragon Soul at this rate. Good job to my team for, like, managing to hold the line even though I didn't really gank for them or anything. Oh, I don't think I'm going to make it. Oh, that was close. Get back here. No, it's hard to notice the extra speed. I mean, taking objectives without the ult is a little bit risky, so sometimes that risk is worth it. Just gotta know when it's calculated risk time. And sometimes it doesn't pay out. That's just kind of how it goes. The Phaelites in this particular match have made basically no difference. Pipes. Mine's playing at 27. Nico's at 73. Pipes. This is a bad idea. Why did I recall it?
An enemy has been slain.
I'd like to think my teleport scared them away. Okay, my pipes have helped exactly one fight so far. They are pipes. The voice line? I'm pretty sure it was Cassante who said that. Micelings. Ratlings? Cheeselings. I'm just imagining like bobbing bits of cheese and little cheesy things. Let's go down. Oh no! I'm helping! Behold, the power of the pipes! Alright, we have a 100% record win rate with pipes now. That being said, it might not actually be that good. But they were helpful in a few fights that match. They were helpful in a few fights. Not that many fights, but a few fights. Yay. I was going to check the patch numbers. My silences are really brutal against their team. Their team was not geared for fighting against silences. Did they change any runes actually? Out of all of the things they changed, I don't know if they changed runes. It's a little disorientating. Alright, Stefan. I'm about to go to bed in a moment, too. Yeah, no, I don't see any rune changes at all. That's interesting. Okay. Our jungle disease were aimed at slowing down our early clears, reshaping the field of our early clears by giving jungle substantial damage reduction. Junglers will also be a little better at killing epic monsters. Junglers take 50% damage from non-epic monsters. Well, that explains why I was taking less damage from blue buff at the beginning. That's nice. Pet-based DPS against epic monsters. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So I wasn't imagining anything. It's holy cow. If you're not, if y'all can't see that specific line, it's the one right here. The base pet damage per second against epic monsters like Dragon has gone from 15 per second to anywhere from 20 to 150 per second. Okay, yeah. Alright. That's an amount. Yeah, wow. That is a lot of extra damage. No wonder. I was like, oh man, I was really wondering, like, Because when I was going for the dragon, I didn't have my red buff. The timer ran out when normally I'd have it. Hey 2G. Yeah, I have my AP Cog build ready to go. We'll see if you know, it arrives in the field. There is one thing I want to test before I clean up for today and go to bed. I want to change up my queer route a little bit and see what happens with something. I want to change it slightly, see if it impacts much. I was not expecting that much of a damage increase from the pet. I knew it was more. I was like, am I hallucinating? Is it not actually as much as I think it is? But no, it really is that much extra damage. That's crazy. I guess it's nice that boot buff does less damage. If you don't kite it as perfectly as before, it does a lot less. You're not going to like be hurt. Duskin Dot, is that the auto attack one? In which case, no, there's no auto attack stuff in it. I can show you what's in the AP Cog build after after I do this clear. But spoiler alert, it's more of the same for the most part, except instead of Jock Show as a potential final defensive item, it's now Archangels, which is kind of fun. Usually irrelevant, but fun. Not my finest query. Okay, here's what I'm going to try. I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm not going to go for red buff yet. I'm going to go for the Krugs. Yeah, and my thought process is, if I get red buff last... Oh, I forgot to smite the scuttle. Whoop. Oh, I wonder how much a far development they got into the Moon Saga. Sequel, whatever. Okay, so yeah, my thought process is, if like I get the red buff last, I might have it in time for... I might still have it rather, not in time. I'll still have it available for the dragon. Is that true and is that good? I don't know. No, interesting. Dang, Cheetah was so long ago now. Because I want data, I'm gonna scoot my way over to Dragon Earth. So I do have my red buff for this. Hmm. $37 seconds? That's not worth it. Without the red buff, I killed it in 40 seconds. With red buff, I killed it in 37 seconds. I don't think it's worth changing around your entire pathway for the possibility of killing it like 3 or 4 seconds faster. That's not worth it. It's a 40-second kill timer. If you wanted to be annoying about it, you could be like, technically, you're killing it 10% faster by going for red buff second. It's like, whoa, 10% faster. Wow, that's massive. Yeah, this is the first scuttle going for. No, the last clear did not increase my level. It was still level 4. I'd have to kill 3 camps to get level 5. %10 faster? Oh, that's crazy. Malicious percentifying. What was I going to look at? AP Kong. Yes, thank you. So it's the same as it's been for a while. Start tier, get that early Ruby Crystal for laning phase, get Leandries, Sorks, Manamuna, Backfire, and then everything else is basically the same as it's been for a while. The only difference is that I removed Jaksho, and in its place I placed that as a potential tech option for very, very late game defense. You can go for a Tear of the Goddess, which will eventually become an Archangel Staff later into the build. Because with 4 mana items, an Archangel's Zeros Embrace Shield, whatever, will give you like 750 HP as a shield, and that's really funny. So the 4 mana item dreams, it's the yes, it's not worth it. See, the problem with it for like we see the item, I forgot what it's called. Not Dusk and Dawn. Actualizer. You see the item, it's like 100% more mana, oh, more ability damage, more shield and more healing, 30% cooldown. Everything about that seems to scream sustain damage, but it's only 15% more damage. Maybe 17% depending on scaling. That's not something you buy for doing sustained damage. For 8 seconds, you might like barely be able to deal like 1 rotation with spells. It actually seems that the ideal use case of this is going to end up being for some kind of more bursty style of champion, and I don't know what champion wants that. Yeah, someone like Rise. Yeah, Rise probably wants it. But like artillery champions, no. You're just better off getting an item that actually deals 15% more damage instead. Like I could get Actualizer, or I could just build Blackfire Torch and get 15% more damage forever. In fact, for each enemy champion you have affected, you gain 4% more ability power too, so that's fun. What I'm trying to say is it's not worth it, sadly, on any of my champions. On some other champions like Ryze, it might be worth it more. Horizon Focus, I forgot what they changed on it. It has been on the Malzahar build for a while. But as a purely supportive tool, not for its damage. So let me see what they did. I saw it earlier, I just forgot. Ah, there it is. A little bit cheaper, 50 less AP, 25 ability haste. Still reveals them, but deals 10% increased damage to enemies revealed by Hypershot. The focus cooldown is, I think, the same as it's always been. I think it's a little worse for Malzahar now. Malzahar Jungle specifically. You were building this item predominantly for its supportive functions and not actually its damage. Dealing 10% more damage basically doesn't matter, whereas losing 50 AP means that, like, your jungle clear speed is going to go marginally down. Oh no. How terrifying. But it was mostly being built to provide vision inside of instances where you're getting starved off of it. Here is out of the support category, as you can see. Losing 50 AP is kind of brutal. I think it's going to get a buff. I'd be surprised. It seems like it's not very good anymore. We'll see. We'll watch it. We'll watch its career of great interest. Alright, it is like 2 AM here, so I need to go and get some sleep now. Alright everyone, I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining, and hopefully we'll be able to get a few more matches in with the other champions. We achieved a pipe dream, and I think that's good enough for day 1.